Welcome back to TransGuyReacts. My name is Nick. I make videos about women's basketball, collegiate or professional. Today, talking about the game for the WNBA for Saturday, September 7th. This is going to be a quickie because there's only one game. So the transaction for today was that Odyssey Sims got released from the Los Angeles Sparks, but then they signed her to a rest of the season contract. So congratulations for her. Although it doesn't really mean much. I mean, she's just going to play until the 19th and doesn't have to worry about getting re-signed. But the Sparks are not likely going to make the playoffs, so it is what it is. But in the game for the day, there was only one game. It was the Phoenix Mercury versus the Seattle Storm. This game, they both clinched the playoffs, so this is about seeding, and so I wasn't really like that invested in the game, but I did, pay attention a little bit. And like mainly when I heard like big things going on with like Dick Fane or the commentator when he gets real loud, I was like, oh, let me just check this out. Let me like rewind it and watch it. So in the first quarter, Sophie Cunningham came out hot. She hit like 2 threes in that quarter, but then she also picked up 3 fouls really quickly, so she had to sit down. Brittany Griner ends up like tweaking her ankle, like she kind of rolled it or something. So she had to sat down for a little bit in the first quarter. The Mercury start to it's like a rough start, but it's pretty even and steady with the Storm. And that first quarter is 17-17, so pretty even. All right, we go into the second quarter, and the Storm, they just go on a run. They start hitting all of their shots. Skylar Diggins-Smith is hitting her shot. She's stealing the ball out of Sophie's hand, able to convert. Diana Taurasi, unfortunately, is like the only player on the Mercury that is actually hitting any shots. And yeah, the Storm just like killing the Mercury. The end of that quarter, it was 30-45, and I was like, "Ooh, this is not a good sign for the Mercury." And to note, Skylar Diggins-Smith did pass Sue Bird for the most amount of assists in a single season for the Seattle Storm. So congratulations to her, making history. Then we go into the third quarter. The Storm continued to dominate in this quarter. Diana is doing her best to keep the Mercury in it. She's literally like the only person in double figures in the third quarter. Both teams do start hitting threes though, so I was like, okay, maybe the Mercury are gonna come back in this third quarter, but no. Then Jewel Lloyd does Jewel Lloyd things. She's in her bag tonight, and she was hitting all the shots. Into that quarter, 51-73. Not good. Going to the fourth quarter, Storm is just putting them to sleep. It's a 20-point lead. With 6 minutes left in the game, both teams empty their bench. They like pull all their starters out and just let the bench play because the game was already done, which was great because you got to see the entire benches for both teams get some minutes, get some time, get some playing time, because they're going to be like really important when we get to the playoffs. They might need to come off the bench. It's great to see Nik and I get some time because she doesn't get to play very often, and she was playing some good defense. She made a few fouls, but she was playing some really good defense, so it's great to see her out there. The Storm end up having a monster lead. They end the game 66-90 with the bench players. Freaking crazy. So let me tell you the box score for the day. The Phoenix Mercury, Kalia Copper had 11 points, 1 steal, 5 rebounds. Sophie Cunningham had 9 points. Brittany Griner had 4 points, but she had 8 rebounds. She just had a really quiet night with her turning her ankle, I think, kind of like threw her off. Diana Taurasi had 18 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. And that is the only those are the only people who had high scores, basically. Everybody else had like 6, 4, 6, 3, 5. It just wasn't enough firepower. I mean, they only scored 66 points. Now, the Seattle Storm, on the other hand, Gabby Douglas had 6 points. Nneka Onwumike had 10 points, 8 rebounds, almost a double-double. She had a steal. Ezzy Magmavor had 8 points. Jewel Lloyd had 20 points. Skylar Diggins-Smith had 12 points and 11 assists for a double-double. Fantastic night for her. Sammy Whitcomb had 9 points, and Jordan Horson had 16 points. Even Jordan Holmes had 7 points. It was just a very, very good contribution from the Storm. I mean, they had 90 points in this game. It's wild. So that was the game for today. Just one. Tomorrow, I believe there are... How many games tomorrow? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 5 games tomorrow. Ugh, that means... And they're all... Oh my God, they're all day. Jesus. 1 o'clock for me. I'm in Central America, so 1 o'clock until like 5 o'clock. It looks like. So 7 o'clock game. Damn, I'm gonna be watching basketball all day tomorrow. So it is what it is. I love the game, even though these games don't mean that much. I probably won't be paying as much of attention and only to the teams that are like on the edge of making the bubble. I'll probably pay attention the playoff bubble. I'll pay more attention to them. because those are the games that really matter more. So yeah, that was the recap for today. If you like this kind of content, please like, share, subscribe, follow, do all the things that you do on social media. I appreciate you, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.